Namaskar. Mother Earth is the architect of our human body. That's why when we are very close to Mother Earth, we feel very happy, peaceful and poised. Few days back, I went to a book fair exhibition. There, I came across one incident. I saw one small child, maybe age 3 to 4 years of age, was selling balloons. When I bought a balloon from the child, I was surprised to know a child below 4 years of age knows mathematics. The child was able to guide any child of that same age when compared to the children, those who are currently studying in so-called the education system. When I bought one balloon and the balloon cost was 20 rupees, and when I gave 150 rupees to the child returned me back with 30 rupees. When I bought two balloons and I gave 100 rupees to the child returned me 60 rupees. Yes, a so small child, the brain was trained enough that the child knows mathematics. I am telling this on a very positive and optimistic perception. When a child can learn this arithmetic at such a small age, that means human brain gets triggered, active only through a key known as need. In my successive videos, I have always said when a child is exposed to or given an opportunity to understand the word need, the child will flourish by themselves under the guidance of Mother Earth. So yes, we are very much true that what our ancient India have discovered, it is still flourishing till today. Might be the child is underprivileged and we have created a society which is being segregated in the name of class. Yes. Our today class structure, we have such a deep level of tree structure that I thought that this is the right time to understand that how we are being integrated with this word, a 5-letter word, that is CLASS. So let's see how we have got entangled and we have our own soul responsible that why we are facing so much of emotional trouble. Physically we are having so many diseases in our body. So let's go and let's start. This word class is very much inherited in our society. But when we look to this class structure, we saw this class structure is having a huge tree with multi-level of segregation. Might be high class, middle class, low class. Again, high class is divided into high class, high low class, high middle class, like this. So there is a never-ending tree structure to this. But the foundation of this tree structure is the money. So if somebody wants to jump from one class to another class, it can be done in a very less period of time, maybe within a blink of an eye, because money can flow from one status to another status within very low period of time. So this class have segregated, might be a family or a social group or a community, and have leveled them within certain class, and the foundation was money, and which is very unnatural, because we know every natural process takes its own time. 50,000 years ago also, human child was taking birth within a period of 10 months 10 days, which is true till date. If a flower wants to blossom, if a fruit wants to ripen, this all are natural processes. Even our human body, the cells which are inside our human body, they take minimum 1 day time to become a full cell, to make it functional. And we know that when something is unnatural, we should not adapt it, or we should not even come to the vicinity of that thing. But this class structure, where the foundation of this class structure is money, and anybody can jump to any level of this class structure within overnight, within a very less period of time, then how come we are accepting this class structure, which is an unnatural phenomena within our society? Yes. So, when I went back to our ancient days structure, and it was so clearly, so systematically it was designed that every human being was given equal respect, and the foundation of that structure was knowledge and wisdom. Yes. In ancient days, the society, the community was divided into 4 categories. But why 4? As we have already know, our forefathers, our ancestors, they were capable enough to have lot of self-consciousness. They look to their body, what is happening within our body, they have a complete knowledge about it. So they have observed this human body has, in broader sense, it can be divided into 4 categories. So the first category is the head portion. That is the intelligence, the cognition, the knowledge, the wisdom. This is that part. That's why our head is at the top of our shoulder. And it is the main functioning system, because nerve cells never dies in our brain. That's why we should never speak lies, and we should always speak truth. The second portion they have seen, that is our thoracic region, that is the protection system. The rib cage is protecting our lungs, our heart. The third category, that is the digestive system, because this body needs some food, water. So there was another system which was taking care for channelizing this air, this water, this blood and everything. So they named this section, this category, as the one which provides the basic necessity to the life. And the fourth section, in our body, we have an excretion system. So that's why they divided the society also into 4 categories. That is, the first category is the living beings or the human beings, those who have very intense power in their brain. they have a good memory, they have good cognition, they have good knowledge, they have good way of transmission of the knowledge from generation to generation. So that portion was divided. So the society was divided into that category. Then when the society is divided into such categories, then how come they will leave behind the life stages of a human being? Yes. So that's why our ancestors, they have divided even the life of a human being into 4 categories. The first category, it was designed as 0 to 25 years of age. The second category, that is 25 to 50 years of age. Third category, 50 to 75 years of age. And the fourth category was from 75 years till our death. So systematically they have divided the community, the society, where the foundation of this structure was knowledge and wisdom. And no one can shift from one stage to another stage within 1 month or 1 minute or 1 second, because that will take good amount of time, because the foundation of the tree was the knowledge and wisdom. And where Gurukuls were the epicenter of this society. That's why whoever came to India, they came to India only for knowledge and wisdom. And when the invaders came to India, the first thing they destroyed was our Gurukul system, because that was the foundation of our country, that is of knowledge and wisdom. So, when a human child was born, nowadays we have cesarean babies. Nowadays the babies are born according to the parents' wish. So that's why we are not getting the correct triggers from the children nowadays, that how this child will be excelling in his or her career. So our society was divided into 4 structure. So the first structure, in that we already know, it is about the cognition, knowledge and wisdom, and the profession and occupation of that section may be a priest or a guru or anything where or any guru who was responsible to bring the knowledge which was written in Vedas to the common people. So if suppose I will take one example of a guru, his or that guru's genes were trained with so much of knowledge that when the genes are being muted from generation to generation, that skill is also going through the genes to their offspring. That's why that was the reason, after the society was divided into 4 big categories, then the society was divided according to the profession or occupation. So the first thing, so when somebody or any human being will be in a particular profession or occupation, and that profession and occupation has a skill, then definitely that particular human being brains, the knowledge will be cognitive with that skill, and the genes will be imprinted with that knowledge and wisdom. So when it was passing by through gene mutations from generation to generation, that's why they belong to that particular category of that particular profession and occupation. was happening with the second category, that is the warriors, administration. So the human beings, those who have the capability to protect the society, maybe from the invaders, maybe from calamities, or maybe from any kind of disasters, then those human beings fall under the category of the second category. So now these human beings, when they have learned the skill of protecting, similarly their genes, their brain are trained, and those are again muted, and those things are again passing by from generation to generation. So that's why their children are grabbing those skill from their parents, because they are possessing those profession or the occupation. The third category, they have seen. So now we have protected the knowledge. Second, we have protected our country or our community. Now third thing, they thought, now this human body needs three basic things, that is food, clothing, and then shelter. So any human being, if they are capable enough to bring these three basic necessity to the community or to the society, then they will belong to that particular section. So maybe a farmer, or maybe a baker, because they provided food to the society. So even they have the skill within them. Now suppose I will take one example of a fisherman. Fisherman was able to bring the fish as a food to the community or to the society. So fisherman will have a very good skill of learning swimming. So swimming is a skill, fisherman will definitely know it, and the fisherman will definitely make his or her child to learn that skill, and it was passing by from generation to generation. And the fourth category was how to clean this mother earth, because the pet animals, plants, human body, everybody have an excretion system. So we have to take care of the excretion system also. But Gurukul was open for everybody. There was no discrimination, because if the foundation of the structure of the society was knowledge and wisdom, then how come they will segregate any human being because of any reason? That's why work was important, but along with that, every human being was open to the Gurukul system to enhance their knowledge and wisdom. That is why the Gurukuls were well equipped with good, intellectual, intelligent, knowledgeable gurus, so that they keep on guiding human beings from different level of the categories or different level of the professions and occupation, so that the society will be very strong enough, and there will be a big brotherhood running in the veins of the society. So when a child was born, the child was being exposed to Mother Earth, we can see the child, any one of the or any good number of the sense organs, the child is very active enough. So when the child is till the age of 8 years, their parents prepare the child so that after 8 years or around 8 years, they can send the child to the Gurukul system. So even parents were also aware of it, that they have to make ready their child so that the child will go to the Gurukul system. In the Gurukul system, Guru was having a very keen observation about the child, that whether which sense organ of this child is very active, so that the brain start cultivating through this sense organ. Now the Guru will expose the child to different paraphernalias of the brain development, etiquettes development, sanskar development, and then the child grows in that way. Once the child finishes the Gurukul system, the child was again coming back to the society, again to the family, to perform his or her work. So now I can say the system was divided into 4 categories, or we can say 4 Varna system. So they have named it as Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyavas and Shudras. So it was only on the basis of the work what they are doing. That means that much active is their sense organs. And then the society was divided into different professions and occupations, and that was known as the caste system. So Varna system was at the first level of the segregation, which was at the level of their sense organs, and the second level of the segregation was on the base of the caste system, that is of their profession or the occupation, because the first division was on the basis of their capabilities and capacities, and the second level of the segregation was on day-to-day life, whatever work they are doing, the skill they are exposed to, the learning capacity of the human brain, that was they were exposed to. So that's why it was such a beautiful system, that every human being, after finishing their work, if they want to jump from one caste system to another caste system, or from one category of the Varna system to another category of the Varna system, it was highly possible, but for that they was in need of a Gurukul system. So in the Gurukul system, the Guru was giving the podium, the platform for a human being to revamp back the knowledge or the wisdom for which this human body has taken birth in this Mother Earth. That's why the life was divided into 4 stages, that is Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprasth, Sannyasi. Yes. So in the Brahmacharya, the child was completely drenched with knowledge under the supervision of the Guru to excel his or her sense organs. Then the child, after looking to the category that yes, this child has the capability to be like a Brahmin, or to be like a Vaishya, or like a warrior, or that is like a Kshatriya, or like a Shudra. Then once they are trained, they are ready to meet the demand of the society, then they enter to the Grihasthi ashram. Grihasthi ashram, after they finish the Grihasthi ashram, then they think that now the body has to prepare again to meet, that is the final destination, that is the death, because life is immortal. So now in the Vanaprastha Jivan, they again try to go back to the Gurukul system, because that is the only place where what they have learned in the Brahmacharya, and then again when they came to Grihastha ashram, they have seen the difference, and now the time has come to understand what is the actual reality and how we can insert the correct knowledge to the brain. That is why in the Vanaprastha Jivan, people used to read lot of spiritual texts, lot of exposure to wisdom. That is why the human body was also getting ready to meet the final destination. That's why after certain age, these eyes were automatically, because how by the age of 8 and 10, these eyes or the visionary system of these eyes was getting ready. Similarly, after certain age, the visionary system will similarly or will slowly get diminished, making a human body ready to meet to the final destination. So everything in this human body, Mother Earth being the architect of it, has taken care completely not only of the birth but also how we can meet the final destination, that is death. So the system was so beautifully designed, constructed, and the foundation of this structure was knowledge and wisdom. Jai Bharat.